Okay, so this is the last topic of your first chapter, that is India and the Cold War. So here the leaders of your Cold War, or the leaders involved in this non-alliance movement. Okay, so we will discuss here what are the conditions that India face, or what are the drawback. Is it any drawback or some advantage or joining the new non-aligned movement? So India responded to a growth of the Cold War into a twofold. That is, first it stayed away from the alliances. So first of all, it will be away from the alliances, meaning कि they will be away from the USA and they will be away from the USSR. So this was the first one. Second, they will raised voice against newly decolonized countries becoming a part of either the alliance. एंड दे विल, और सेकेंड जो है, जो इनके बारे में बात की गई है, दैट दे विल रेज द वॉइस ओके टू दोज कंट्री हु आर जस्ट डीकोलोनाइज, मतलब जिनकी जो अभी अभी कॉलोनाइज यानी कि किसी भी कंट्री के कंट्रोल से भी अभी हटे हैं, उनको भी वो सपोर्ट करेंगे. ओके, बिकॉज दे रिक्वायर्ड सम डेवलपमेंट, बिकॉज दे रिक्वायर्ड सम सपोर्ट, सो दे विल डू दिस. हु विल डू दिस? NAM. Okay. Secondly, in this you also discussed about that non-alliance movements of India's interest also to participate in the international decisions and maintain the balance between the two superpowers. So in this particular system, or in this particular topic, India play a very important role, because this participation in the NAM will help the India to become a part of maintenance of a balance of power between the two countries. India policy on the NAM was said to be unprincipled. Okay, in other part of the country, in another part of the country, there are some critics that India is participating in NAM. There are some critics मतलब कुछ आलोचनाएं हैं. वो क्या है? that India is considered or termed as unprincipled मतलब कि वो अपनी बातें जो उन्होंने बताई थी कि ये सारी चीज़ें ये फॉलो करेंगे, एक्चुअल दे आर नॉट डूइंग दैट. इनको और क्या कहा गया है? इनको और कहा गया है इनकन्सिस्टेंट मतलब कि NAM is based on the resolve to a democratized international system to redress the existing inequality that poor and very small countries need not to be fold any of the big power. Instead, they can pursue an independent foreign policy also. So according to these topics, that this particular organization has promised that they will support the poor and very small countries who are just decolonized, but India is not doing that, because in 1971 he has signed one treaty of friendship with the USA, and this is again unethical according to this organization. This core value makes the NAM relevant even in today's scenario, as it has stood for the adverse circumstances. But there are some other topics which are still being followed by India strictly, and these are that they still support the countries. Okay, they also followed some independent foreign policies and removing the inequality and Cold War. So this is the last topic of your chapter, that India and the Cold War, how it is related. So this is the topic. I hope that you have understood. Here your chapter finishes here. I will provide you some question answers you are supposed to write in your classwork copy. Thank you, class.